Rocking your body.
I'm in love. Come on.
Second verse now.
Wonderful thing.
Oh, bridge. Okay, take it.
I got that string.
Yeah.
I'd be a silly so-and-so.
There you go.
If I should ever let her go. I got a world on a string. I'm sitting on a rainbow.
That's right.
I got that string
Around my finger.
Oh,
What a world. What a life. Turn around. Turn around.
I'm in love.
What a world. What a life. Tweet, 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 tweet. Tweet, 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 tweet. Tweet, 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 tweet. Bo, beep, boo, dee, boo, doo, boo, bee, doo, bee, bee, doo, bee, boo, bee, bee, doo, bee. That was good. Listen, when y'all sing, don't be stiff, you know, rocking your body, you know. Okay, now there were questions over here. Yes, yes, what was your question? Yes, you. You're talking about influences in any capacity. Well, you know, Bach, Picasso. Well, Jesus. Jesus is my biggest influence.
Good for you.
And then artistically, there's people like Keith Jarrett, Miles Davis, Pablo Picasso, Charlie Chaplin, Fred Astaire. You know, it's all over the map. I like Carlos Kleiber, Leonard Bernstein, Mozart, Beethoven, Santana. Well, depends. I have a lot of influences. Yes, your question. Fullerton, yeah, my mom teaches it. Well, she did, Fullerton College.
Oh, that's right.
Right across the street. Okay, yes.
I was wondering how you got, like how you take the
You want to know how I took instruments and incorporated them? Well, let me tell you. I didn't really think about instruments. I thought more about language than instruments. Because think of all the dialects in the world. There are probably about 3,000 languages in the world. And everybody has the same vocal equipment, but it comes out in different ways. So I was more intrigued by language than I was by musical instruments. I never purposely spent time listening to trumpets and decided I want to be a trumpet, or purposely listening to the bass players and deciding I want to play bass lines. That's not the way it worked. I listened to, you know, languages and the way people speak. Everyone has a melody in their voice, which is really interesting. I can kind of tell something about people just simply by the way they speak, the inflection of their tone, you know, the look on their face, the way their face moves when they speak and stuff like that. You can tell a lot about a person's by the melodies that they say that come up, you know, when you speak, you know? Do I speak many different languages? No. But what language is this? African French. No, I have no idea what language it is. You have a question?
Yes, I'd like to know, if you have children, do you encourage them to follow in your footsteps if they have that desire?
If they have the desire, certainly to follow in my footsteps, you mean working in the arts?
Yes, in this particular art.
All three of them are very, very much into the arts. My oldest son, Taylor, is a producer and composer. My middle son, Javon, is very much into acting, and my daughter, Maddie is at Berklee College of Music in the performance program as a vocalist. So they're all pursuing their dreams of being musicians and actors and stuff like that. Wait, you have a, but wait, okay, yes.
Did you ever feel like you couldn't do it? Like,
Yes, I had moments when I doubted myself, certainly. Especially the idea of being on stage alone. I had extreme doubts about the plausibility of this idea of being on stage alone. I mean, who's, you know, I mean, I had no models to follow, you know? So I had my doubts. But you can get over them, fight them. Fight your doubts.
Yeah.
And say, I can, I will, I am a singer, I am a good singer, I love my voice, even if you don't love it, say it anyway.
Yeah.
Think about yourself, imagine yourself singing, imagine yourself with the voice that you want to sing. Keep striving, keep going, keep pressing forward. I am, I can, I will, you know? And you just keep it up, regardless of what people say. You know, in the beginning when I wanted to do this, I had some people actually laugh at me and say, oh, yeah, right, yeah. But I just kept pursuing my dream. I had to do it.
Yeah.
I had to at least find out what the dream looked like, what it sounded like. I had to find out, you know? So do it.
That's
Yes.
Okay, so this relates to what you were just saying. Talking about people that are, say, 16 to 21, and I'd like you, if you can, to remember when you were, say, between that range. I know this kid over here had an unforgettable moment today.
Yeah.
His whole life, he's going to carry this. I had one of those when I was about 18, and I put it on this stage, and it was something that Rod Harris said to me. I carried with me. Didn't have this back then. Do you have any of those? Do you have any unforgettable moments from your youth?
I have. When I was 1 month shy of my 21st birthday, I saw Miles Davis's band play for the first time. And it completely, I mean, it seriously changed the molecular structure of my entire being. I was never the same after that. I was never the same as a musician. My goals changed instantly. The way I approached music, the way I heard music, everything changed. Keith Jarrett was on the piano. Jack DeJohnette was on drums. Ayrton was on percussion. Gary Bartz was playing soprano sax. Michael Henderson was playing bass. And, you know, I mean to say, what was that? I mean, it was like, what was that? Yes, in the back.
my name's Brittany, I'm from College Business News, and my question is, growing up, do you have any other passions other than music?
I was one of those kids that every single week of my life, I wanted to do something different. You know, this week I was a weaver. Next week I was a fireman. The week after that I was an Air Force jet pilot. You know, I just could never make up my mind. And the whole time that I was trying to figure out what to do, I was playing music. You know, I was studying piano, I was writing songs. And then in my senior year of high school, the counselor called me into his office and said, Bobby, what do you want to do with your life? And I said, I think at that moment I said, well, you know, I think I'm a musician. So I pursued music. Turned out that I was right. Yes?
I'm Brienne from Valencia. How do you calm your nerves before a performance?
How do I calm my what?
Nerves.
Well, you're going to have them. You know, it just comes from experience. I've been doing this for so long now that when I'm on stage, it's like second nature. It's like being in my second home, you know. Everyone's going to have butterflies. Make sure your butterflies are flying in formation. You know? sort of channel them. This is, look, I do actually several things. I do several things to this day to remind me just to sing. First off, get the whole concept of performance out of your mind. Decide not to perform anymore. Decide just to sing. You know, don't perform, don't put on airs, don't be different. The same voice that you have right now at 20 minutes to 4, you're going to have when you sing at 8 o'clock tonight or whatever. The same attitude, okay? Remind yourself that singing is as easy as speaking. You know, when you speak, you never think about your breath. You never think about breathing. You don't say, you know, I was walking down the street the other day and I saw my good friend Bill, and we got into a conversation, and we were, you know, we're catching up on our, you know, our dogs and our kids and in our cars and in the movies that we saw. And then, you know, you never think that way, you know. So remind yourself to, you know, to take some deep breaths and just breathe naturally. Try not to perform. When I'm on stage, I actually, in a concert setting, if I'm working in a hall, I like the house to be completely black because I don't like to look at the audience for a while. I like to take care of myself and create a space around myself. So I sit in a chair that's simply surrounded by light. It's like sitting in a circle of light. I can't see the audience, and if I can, I'll close my eyes for a while and get myself centered, work through my jitters, if I have any. You know, I sing through them. You know, the problem is, and nowadays, you know, you do a concert and you're very conscientious of the audience, and you're hoping they like you, and you hope you don't mess up, you know, and stuff like that. Forget them. Forget all that stuff. As best as you can, just sing to yourself. You know, if you need to close your eyes just to get centered for a while, just do that. Take care of yourself. You know what I mean? Does that help?
Yeah.
3 minutes. We sing something together.
Okay.
I'll give you a part.
Okay.
Seconds to go.
27 seconds to go. 18 seconds to go. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1.
Bobby McFerrin.